This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's such a delight to be here helping you with playing the guitar. And in this case, some music theory, as this is a Theory Thursday lesson. I love music theory. In the last Theory Thursday lesson, we looked at the different types of three-note chords that we have, triads, and just the various types of three-note chords that we play on the guitar and that we use in music in general. Those are really the foundational chords, and most of the time in our pop, rock, and folk music, those various styles, we're using triad-based or three-note-based chords. But a lot of times in jazz and show music, and sometimes even in pop, rock, and folk, and just various styles, we'll have other colors added, like the 6th or the 7th, those scale tones added to a chord. And we can have upper extensions called 9ths, 11ths, and 13ths added as well. So in this lesson, we're going to look at 6 chords, the 6 chords, meaning that 6th being added to those three-note chords. And then as we progress on these Theory Thursdays, in the next couple lessons, we're going to look at the 7th chords, where we add a 7th to the different types of three-note chords we talked about. And then we'll look at 9th, 11th, and 13th chords. So those are in Theory Thursday lessons to come. But in this, we're going to look at the 6th chords. So let's just go ahead and take a look here. There are 4 different options, 4 different ones that we have, and this is really covers it. We don't tend to find 6 chords, the major 6 being added to most of the triads that we talked about in the last lesson. They're generally added just to the major triad and the minor triad, our most foundational chords that we end up playing in music. So we have major 6 chords and minor 6 chords. We got major 6/9 chords and minor 6/9 chords. So looking at the major 6 chord first, it has the root, the major 3rd above the root, the perfect 5th above the root, and the major 6th above the root. Now, if this is the first lesson you're jumping in on and you don't understand intervals, you want to check out that Theory Thursday lesson that explains intervals so you can understand that better. But in the key of C, that includes the notes C, E, G, and A. So steps 1, 3, 5, and 6 out of a major scale. And I could voice that a couple different ways on the guitar. There's jazz lessons that come out on the channel that can help you with playing these. There's also quick answer videos that walk you through playing some voicings for different 6th chords, so if you want help with that. But that's what those sound like. It's a pretty cool sound to add that 6th there. Now, the chord symbol for this one is going to have the root and then just a 6 added after it. So a major 6 chord has the root and then the 6 added. Sometimes we'll run into a 6/9 chord, and that means that both the 6th and the 9th are added. So we're going to have this plus adding the major 9th. The major 9th is the major 2nd above the root. So in this case, we would have C, E, G, A, and D. Now on guitar, I can't always finger all of those pitches. Sometimes the 5th has to be omitted so we can get that 9th in there. But our major 6/9 chords are really pretty. That's kind of a higher voicing, but nice major 6/9. I could get that 5th in there if I wanted to throw it on top. So major 6/9, just like that, as simple as that. And the chord symbol for this one is going to have the root and then a 6/9, sort of in a fractiony situation here, sitting next to that chord symbol, and that's how we'll see that. Minor chords. These also have the major 6th added, but to a minor triad. So the minor 6 chord has the root, the minor 3rd, the perfect 5th, and then the major 6th. So in this case, in the key of C, we'd have C, E flat now because of that minor 3rd, and then the G and the A. And we would have a minor 6 chord. There's different ways to play voicings. Again, quick answer videos that can help you with that. And the jazz lessons that are coming out on the channel have help with learning these types of chords. So we got the minor 6. For the chord symbol on this one, you're going to have the root and then something telling us it's a minor chord, like a lowercase m or a minus sign, and then we'll see the number 6. So we play minor 6 chord when we see that chord symbol. Here we've got the minor 6/9, so we can also add the major 2nd to the minor chord. So the minor 6/9 would have that root, that minor 3rd, that perfect 5th, that major 6th, and then add that major 9, which is the major 2nd up an octave. So we would have the C, E flat, G, A, and D. we could have a minor 6/9. Pretty cool sounds. The chord symbol for this one is going to have that root, that lowercase m or minus sign to tell us it's minor, and then the 6/9, just like we had the 6/9 up above for the major chords, that 6/9 is going to sit there. Now, if you ever run into a chord symbol that has the 6 or the 6/9 in it, and you don't have a voicing, you don't know how to play it on the moment, you can always reduce it back to the triad, meaning the 3-note chord. So for the major or the major 6 or the major 6/9, you could just play a major chord. Of course, it's not going to sound as good without that major 6 sound in there, in the different ways that we can play them, but it would pass in the moment. Same thing for the minor 6 and minor 6/9. You could always reduce it back to that minor triad. Just play a minor chord. Okay, so that is how this works with these major 6, major 6/9, minor 6, and minor 6/9 chords. Pretty simple, a sound that we run into from time to time. As I mentioned earlier, in the next Theory Thursday lesson, we're going to look at 7th chords. And so it's going to be awesome. We got jazz lessons coming out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays right now. Of course, we got Technique Tuesdays, and on Saturdays we're working on improvisation, playing solos, jamming in the rock, blues, and pop styles. So lots of great new lessons coming out every week on the channel, and there are hundreds and hundreds, almost 1,000 videos already released on the channel. So lots of different ways to get help with playing the guitar. Keep having fun, take care, and we'll see you again.
If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com.